Right, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to the sale and auction of 21 Capricorn Avenue, right here in the heart of Doncaster East. By way of introduction, my name is James Hatsolis and proudly on behalf of RT Edgar Estate Agents located at 888 Doncaster Road, we are proud to be your auctioneers here on this lovely overcast Saturday afternoon. Of course, joining me here today are a number of our crew members. Of course, you've all would have met Peter Ioannidis over the past 4 weeks. Also, the magnificent Paul Ibrahim right behind me will be assisting with the penciling. We've got Helen Lou here. Then, of course, I've got Mr. Vince over there, the tall guy there. You can't miss him. And I think Alan Wang is also here in the crowd to assist you. So if you do need any assistance with your bidding, please, ladies and gentlemen, do call upon these gentlemen. And, of course, our lovely lady Helen, who are here to assist you. Now, here we are, 4 weeks down the track. And to think that we had to overcome COVID and we were hit with restrictions. They were telling us actually you can only take one buyer at a time through the property. And then, of course, a couple of weeks later, those rules were lifted to 10 people, then, of course, 20 people. Let me run through some numbers with you. Although it was a logistical nightmare, we did manage to get the campaign done. 178 families made their way through this property over the past 4 weeks. That is staggering. So if you are a homeowner contemplating selling and you're asking the question, is this the right time to sell? Take 30 seconds and look around you. Have a look to see what's happening. I tell my personal clientele, don't always believe what you read in the media when they report the property market. Get out in the front line, ladies and gents. This is the front line. Get out there and see what's happening. See how many buyers are out there wanting to buy property. This property here, as I said to you, 175 families made their way through the property, 10,500 views online, some 62 private inspections. Now, I'm not sharing these numbers with you to impress you. I'm sharing these numbers with you to, I guess, educate you to show what the market is doing in live time. Our biggest problem right now is a shortage of property. We can't get enough property. There's plenty of buyers who want to secure properties who sold their homes some 12 months ago. Rates are still historically low. People want to buy. So it goes to show you, if you price a property correctly, you certainly present it correctly, and it's well located, this is what happens. Have a look around you. Buyers want to buy. More about the home in a few moments. What we have to do now is just go over the paperwork. Then of course I'm going to put the property over to you for some spirited bidding. I'm also going to go over the rules that apply here today, and also remind you that today is going to be a non-referral auction, which I will explain to you in a moment what a non-referral auction actually is if you've never been to one before. So without any further ado, let's get on with the job. First and foremost, general conditions. We normally take those as being read. The particulars of sale, they read at the land is described in the titles, volume number 08839, folio 511, which includes the land together with all of its improvements known to all of us here today as 21 Capricorn Avenue, right here in the heart of Doncaster East. The way of chattels we're including in today's sale, we are including all fixed floor coverings, light fittings, window furnishings, all as inspected over the past 4 weeks. The terms that we are calling for here today are strictly a 10% deposit upon the fall of the hammer. Please keep it in mind, ladies and gents, not 5%, not 2%, it is 10%. The reason why I repeat that is because we've been offered that from time to time. It is a 10% deposit. And the balance within 30, 60 or 90 days time as of today's date, unless prior arrangements have been made with any of the registered buyers. Now there are also special conditions, way too many to go over here today. But the one most important to you is the auction clause, which reads along the lines, today's property shall be for sale by a public auction, subject to the vendor's reserve price. The highest bidder, whose bid is accepted by the owner, shall be the lucky buyer. If any dispute arises concerning the bidding, the property shall be resubmitted the last undisputed bid. The owners also reserve their right to withdraw their property from sale at any time before it is knocked down without declaring the reserve price. Now the section 32, or the vendor statement as you may know it, informs us that all services are connected or at least are available for connection. Of course, they include the council rates, which come to $1,775 per annum and of course 60 cents. Our water rates come to $714.02 per annum. Please keep in mind, ladies and gents, that water consumption is always added on top. And of course we also have the land size here, which is approximately 654 square metres of prime real estate right here in the heart of Doncaster East. Folks, as you can see, that is the paperwork, nothing untoward about it. A deposit of 10% required upon the fall of the hammer. The balance 30, 60 or 90 days. Are we comfortable with all of that? I'm glad to see you've all done your homework. Good to see. Now, I must also remind you of the rules of conduct that apply here today. Those rules have been on display for the past half hour. They do form part of our paperwork, and I'm sure most of you who have attended auctions before have heard them before. So if you haven't heard them, please listen up. If you have, just talk amongst yourselves. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of today's auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. And that rule there, ladies and gentlemen, is referring to late bids. Please keep one thing in mind, that once the gavel hits my hand and we do say sold, the property will be sold to the highest buyer. So please keep that in mind if you are here today with the intention of bidding. Hence the reason why I said to you before, if you are here to buy, please come closer so we can see you. I'd hate to think you missed out if I didn't see your bid coming from behind one of the cars. Let's carry on. As far as the reserve price is concerned, well, of course, every owner does have a reserve price. They enter the auction situation with a price they're hoping to achieve. As the auctioneer will indicate bidders upon request. The law prohibits false bids and prohibits major disruptions of bidders and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and thus provides serious fines for this conduct. The rules permit vendor bids. The words that I used in the auction to indicate that I'm placing a bid on behalf of the vendor are simply vendor bid. And by law, only I, ladies and gentlemen, can ever place a vendor's bid. We're comfortable with all that? I'm sure we've all heard it before. Alrighty, just bear in one moment. Thank you very much. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, please just separate a little bit. We're a bit too close. So for your own good, please, guys, just step aside and give yourselves 1.5 metres apart from each other. We don't want the health department coming down here and finding anybody. So for your own good, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Just try to look out for your own health, that's all. Alrighty, now, as I said at the start of the campaign, it was a successful campaign right from day one. We knew that when we first approached the property. The home itself was owner-occupied for the best part of 14, 15 years. And as you can see, it's been beautifully maintained, well thought out in terms of floor plan over the period of time. The home is about 40-odd years of age, and again, lends itself to further improvement should you ever want to do that. But our current owners did that about 10 years ago. They ended up renovating the kitchen, of course, the ensuite, and a few other bits and pieces. But before launching onto the market, all they ended up doing was giving it a fresh coat of paint and, of course, painting it inside and out just to present it for the market, as we do whenever we're selling a home. We're in a car, we detail them before they hit the market. And that was really the start of the journey. But we never expected 175-odd families to come through. But I guess the lesson in all that is the location. Now, we all know it's smack bang in the centre of the Doncaster East Secondary College Zone, which of course has been a huge attraction for most buyers coming through, especially if your kids go to that school or you're planning on sending to that school. Whilst we're on locations, think about where we are. You're a stone's throw from public transport, the Don Byrne Shopping Centre, the Pine Shopping Centre, the Eastern Freeway. It ticks all those boxes. So a new location took care of itself. But the story really began once you made your way through the gates. And of course you were presented with this beautiful rented home. It's got character. It isn't your typical brown brick home you might find around Melbourne. It had character. And we knew straight away that street appeal that the home had was going to be appealing to most buyers. Inside, 4 generous sized bedrooms, or 3 in a stadium, call it what you will, a formal lounge, formal dining area, a kitchen meals, and of course downstairs, that huge rumpus room which lends itself to either another room if you want to use it for home theatres, studies, studio, call it whatever you like. It's there for you to utilise. Outside, a wonderful alfresco area, once again, built-in barbecues, the fridge is there for you as well, and a beautiful garden space for the kids to run around in. All secured beyond this magnificent secure gate. Folks, creature comforts, refrigerated cooling, ducted heating, it's got it all. Now I can go on and on and on, but I'm sure most of you do have other things you've got to do today, hence the reason why I always give a brief description before we get started. Now folks, just keep one thing in mind. Today, we are conducting a non-referral auction. Just before I get started. What does a non-referral auction mean? It simply means that I'm not stopping halfway to go and see the owner inside to get further instructions. The reserve price is locked in here. We had our meeting last night. I said, James, we're here to sell, mate. If we get to the reserve price, let it go. If it falls short, pass it in. We're not fussed. But today, I'm quietly confident we are going to have a buyer secure this magnificent home. So folks, without any further ado, let me just lubricate those vocal cords. Now, it is showtime. Today, one of you is going to buy it. We know there's a number of you are going to walk away very disappointed. Unfortunately, I wish I had about 20 of these, and if I did, I reckon I'd have a firecracker every single Saturday. So ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we have been quoting in excess of 1.275, 1.25. I don't mind when we start it. It's never going to buy the property on your first bid. It's only happened once in my almost 29 years where one bid bought the property. You never know, today will be that second day. So folks, you're going to see an opening bid of 1.275, 1.25. I don't mind when we start it. You can start it higher if you like. We do have interest above that point. It's up to you. I'm not buying it. You are. Can you see an opening bid in here at all? No one ever wants to be first. We know the buyers are here. Remember, if we don't sell it during the auction, we pass it in, we negotiate afterwards, but I'm quietly confident it's going to be an auction here today. Anyone at all? Do I have to start it? I'd rather not. Can I see an opening bid of 1.25? 1.27? No? You want me to start it? Come on, guys and ladies. This is not the time to go all quiet. The buyers are here. Have a think about it. You want to buy it, now's the time to freeze up. Now's the time to take action. You don't want to be first? No? You want me to start it? 1.27. This thing's moving right along. 1.27 million. Can't wait all day, ladies and gentlemen. With the greatest of respect, we've got to move things right along. 1.27 million now. 1.27, rise of 10 if you like. Remember, if I pass in, I'm anyone's to negotiate with. Remember that. No one will have the exclusive right. Here we are right now. Here's your chance to bid openly and transparently. 1.27, there should be a sea of hands. Can I say 1.28? Anywhere at all, raise your hand if you're going to buy or call it out. $1.27 million now. Surely we can't be done, finished and silent at 1.27 million. Can I say 1.28? Here we go. First call at 1.27 million. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if we pass in, we are anyone to negotiate with, not the ideal position to be in. It becomes an auction straight after the auction. Make no mistake about that. At 1.27 million now. Can I say 1.28? Have a think. Rise to 10 to put you back in front. Raise your hands, guys, if you're here to buy. Not the time to go silent. 1.27 million now. You're only going to make it harder for yourselves. Remember that. Buyers get upset when I bounce you off each other. That's what will happen. At 1.27, not going to say 1.28 anywhere at all. 1.27, great buying. At $1.27 million now. First call at 1.27. Are we all done? All finished? All silent? This will be easy for me. At $1.27 million now. Done, finished, and silent. At 1.27 now, vendor win 1.28. Going to move things right along. At 1.28 now. At 1.28. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got to be active if you want to buy. Standing there silent never buys you properties. Remember that. At $1.28 million now. We do have 5 registered buyers that have told us to come in to bid here today. So whether we buy it here transparently or behind closed doors, it's up to you. I'm giving you a chance to do it transparently. At 1.28 now. Can I say 1.29? Bidding for the right to negotiate one-on-one. Can I say anywhere at all? 1.28 million. Done, finished and silent. Rise of 10 if you like. What do we say? At 1.28, 1.29, I'll put you in front if you like. It's up to you. 1.28, I'm going to give you all a fair chance to have a think about it. Rise of 10 will put you in pole position. 1.28. Have a think. When you're thinking about it, I'm going to have another drink of water because I know you're all here to buy. Not the time to go all nervous now. Only 21 Capricorn Avenue. I'd hate to think you missed that because you froze up. I'm going to slow things down for you because I want to make sure you are all aware of the opportunity right in front of you, especially the 5 of you who are registered. At $1.28 million now. A rise of 10 to put anyone in front. Here we go. One more round. At 1.28. 10,000 to put you in front. What do we say, guys? 1.28 now. First call. 1.28. Here we go. Second call. At 1.28. Surely we can't be done, finished and silent with 175 families through 5 registered buyers. Just don't want to see this put extra pressure on you guys. I'm going to take my time here because I know a lot of you are thinking about it. What are we going to do? 1.28 million. Peter, the buyers telling you anything? Are they going to bid? Do they want to buy? Do they want to miss out? At $1.28 million now. Going to drag it out one more minute. At 1.28, rise of 10 to put anyone in front. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if I pass in the vendor bid, I'm anyone's to negotiate with. We will be bouncing buyers off each other. No one will have the exclusive right to negotiate, yeah? Please keep this in mind. It becomes an auction after the auction. All offers will be disclosed. So if you don't want to be bounced, now's the time to speak. Otherwise, unfortunately, it becomes an auction after the auction for all of you. So please keep that in mind. I want to make that point very, very clear. Sometimes you get buyers who get upset about that. Say, why are you telling them my offer? You had your chance, guys. You chose to say anything. It becomes an auction after the auction. Have a think. 1.28 million. A rise of 10. Anywhere. What do we say?
Judy, would you take 5?
I'll take 5. Why not? No less than 5, though. Not going to buy the property. At 1.285. Fair enough. 1.285. At 1.285, he has total control. $1.285 million now. Just keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, if they decide to pass the property into him, He'll lock the rest of you out, and he'll negotiate with me at the reserve price.
Just a question, mate.
Okay, fair enough. Pull it back. 1.28. That's fine. 1.28. You had your chance there, buddy. You just let it go. It's like that. You haven't bought the property yet. Just gives you a chance to lock everybody else out. 1.28. Do you want that chance? No? 1.28 million. 1.285. You just lost it. 1.285. Over here now. At 1.285. They have total control at this point in time, ladies and gentlemen. 1.285 now. They will lock the rest of you out. At 1.285. Here we go. At 1.285. First call. At 1.285. 5 to keep you in if you like. At 1.285. Second call. If you're in now, ladies and gentlemen, raise your hands. At 1.285 now you could lose your opportunity. At 1.285. Bids right here in front. Can I say 1.29? At 1.285. $5,000 rise anywhere at all. 1.285. Have a think. 5,000 to secure a chance to negotiate one-on-one. At 1.285. Some of you are nervous, probably too nervous. And I've seen what nerves do to a man and a woman. The demons of regret always setting afterwards. I should have got an extra 5. And I always say to people, why didn't you? And I said, I was too nervous. Well, it's cost you. 1.285. I'm going to slow this right down for all of you. I want you to think about this opportunity, about the price you buy. $5,000 anywhere at all in the crowd to put you back in front. 1.285. Ladies bid. $5,000 rise to give you all a chance. What do we say? First call at 1.285. Second call at 1.285. 5 now. 1.29. Took us a while, but we got there in the end. 1.29. Ladies bid. Here we go now. At 1.29. 5 if you like. 2 of you in it now. Slowly, they're all going to come out now. 1.29. Ladies bid. 1.29. You're back into 1.295 or 1.3, I don't mind. 1.29. Bids here on my right hand side. Sorry? 1.295. Back in the middle. At 1.295 now. Right here next to Peter. Another 5 if you like to make it 1.3. What do we say? 1.3 now. Back on the right hand side. At 1.3 now. We're starting to get warmed up. At 1.3. It always takes a while to get jump started. At 1.3. Bids here on my right hand side. 5 if you like. At 1.3. On my right. 1.3. 5. 1,305,000. 3 of you in it now. 1,305,000. Here on my left hand side. At 1,305,000. Your turn if you like. What do we say? 1,305,000. Bids here on the left hand pocket. At 1,305,000. Madam, what do we say? 1,305,000. The dream can go just like that. At 1,305,000. Bids here on the left hand side. 5 to keep you in. What do we say? Anyone else can jump in, by the way. 1,330,000. 1,330,000. Double checking. Strong bidding on the left. 1,330,000. She's just gone bang, bang, bang. Straight out. 1,330,000. Couples bid. Rise of 5 if you like. At 1,330,000. 5. 1,335,000. 1,335,000. 1,335,000. 40 if you like. 1,335,000. 40 if you like. Rise of 5 anywhere at all. 1,335,000. Bids right here in the middle. 1,335,000. What do we say?
We're thinking about it.
We're thinking about it. Fair enough. 1,335,000. Your turn. Thinking about it as well. Take your time. 1,335,000. Couples bid right here in front. $5,000 anywhere at all. 1,335,000. Bids right here. Going to call it 3 times. First call at 1,335,000. Second call.
134.
1,340,000. 340. 45? 45. 45. 1,345,000. Back here in the middle. 1,345,000. It's a game of 5s. It's okay. It all counts. 1,345,000.
1.35.
1.35. Are you the one that get? 55. 1,355,000. 5,000. 1,355,000. Back in the middle. Guys, what's happening with you? Have a think. 1,355,000. Bids right here in the middle. 1,355,000. If I told you I'm going to sell the property, would it trigger your thoughts? At 1,355,000. Last bid buys the property on the market, playing for keeps. Here we go. $1,355,000. Last bid buys the property. Make no mistake, on the market, playing for keeps. 1,365,000, 1,360,000, back in now. Now the heavyweights are coming out. 1,360,000, 65 now. 1,365,000, your bid. 1,365,000. Have you thought about it yet? On the market. Where did it go? On the market. 1,365,000. Last bid buys the property. 1,365,000. First call. No, not twos. We're in fives at the moment. Hang on, I'll come back to you for 2
Jimmy,
minutes.
1.375.
1.36. 1.375. Your bid, strong bidding. 80 if you like. 1,375,000. 5 to keep you back in. What do we say? 1,375,000. They do say 80 is a good lucky number. They say that. 1,375,000. First call, latest bid. 80 now. 1,380,000. At 1,380,000, your turn. What do we say? 85 if you like. You're almost there. Don't give up. 85 if you like. 85?
1.39.
1.39.
We're gonna buy, Jimmy. We're gonna
1.39.
buy.
Strong buying. I know you're not quite done yet. Your body language tells me everything. At 1.39. 1.39. Have a think. 1.4 if you like. 1.39. Could be the last bid. When you see strong bidding like that, it is a game of intimidation. I want you to think there's strength there. And they're doing quite well, mind you. What do you say? Not yet. I'll come back to you in a minute. 1.39. I'll let you know when I'm ready for the twos. At 1.39. 4 if you like. 1.39 now. First call. Bids over here. Selling the better bid. At 1.39. Second call. At 1.39. No. Don't take 1,000 yet. Hang on. If I took his, I'm going to take a 3 as well. A 2 as well. 1.39.
James 1399.
139. No.
What?
What? 1399. 1399. Fair enough. 1399. 1399. Trying to confuse me now. At 1399. Latest bid. 1399. What do we say? Call the number out, Vinny.
1.405.
1.405. 1.405. Over here on my right, the ladies want the property, guys. I know you want it as well, as do you, as do you. 1.405, only 121 Capricorn Avenue. Keep that in mind. Look how popular it was. At 1,405,000. Ladies bid, strong bid, confident bid. Hands are in their pocket, very cool, very calm. I like your style. At 1,405,000. Selling. At 1,405,000. First call. Did I say 2,000? 2,000? 200? I can't take 200.
Why not?
I can't take 200. 1,405,000. I'll take 2,000.
It's a dinner.
I know it's a dinner, but what okay, you take me for dinner. At 1,405,000. I'll take a 2,000 if you like.
Okay, 2,000.
2,000, 1,407,000. 1,407,000 now. 10 if you like.
Yeah, round off to 10.
Why not? 1,410,000. Back on the right. Sir, what do we say? You're back in for another 5? 1,410,000. Could be that. You sure? 100%. You're not going to call me on Monday and say, Jimmy, can you find me another one? You sure? Okay, have a think. You've still got a few minutes to go. 1,410,000 against you, my friend. At 1,410,000, anyone else can jump in, by the way. A rise of 5 if you like to keep you in the race. 1,410,000. Selling the better bid. At 21 Capricorn Avenue, Doncaster East. First call at 1,410,000. Second call at 1,003,000. 1,413,000. 1,415,000. Now we had 3 here first. 15, yeah. 1,415,000. 1.42 now. Back on the right hand side. 1,420,000 the bid. At 1,420,000. Couples bid again on my right hand side. The ladies bid. 1,420,000. What do we say? What's that? 1,428,000. Ladies bid now. Fresh interest, strong interest. 1,428,000. Bids here on the left hand side. 1,428,000. Your turn. Have a think. Vinny will call it out.
1.435.
1.435. At 1.435 now on the right. 1.435. Have a think. You're strategizing. I can see it. It's coming in a minute. 1.435.
Not necessary.
Not necessary. You happy for them to have it? Have a think. 1,435,000. Ladies bid. 1,435,000, madam. What do we say? 1,435,000. Have a think. We are going to sell. When the gavel hits my hand, the property will be sold. I'd hate for you to be driving by tonight saying, I could have had that house. When your friends will say, why didn't you buy it? 1,435,000. Selling. First call at 1,435,000. Bids here. 1,435,000. Second call at 1,435,000. Third, final call. Done. 1,000. 36. 1,436,000. Here's your chance to go in. Bang. 1,436,000. What do we say?
1.438.
1.438. At 1,438,000. 1,438,000 now. 1,438,000 on the right. 1,438,000 on the right hand side. Selling the better bid. 1,438,000. Have a think, my friends. 1,438,000. You sure you can plot me out? 1,438,000 for you. Have a think. 1,438,000. Bids here on the right. We are going to be selling at 1,438,000. First call at 1,438,000. Second call
Give it to us, Siri.
at 1,438,000. Third and final call. Have a think. 1 million. Yep. Oh, 143,999. 143,999. Help me out here, Ben. 143,999. I'm a real estate agent, not a mathematician. And 1.39999. Round me off.
1.448.
1.448. 1,448,000. Strong bidding. 1,448,000. On the right. At 1,448,000. 1,448,000. Give me 1 second. 1,448,000. Selling on the right. First call at 1,448,000. Second call at 1,448,000. Third and final call. 1,000. 1,449,000. Back over this side. You've been strong. Don't give up now, you've come all this way. At 1,449,000. I'll give you time to think about it. At 1,449,000. We are selling the better bid. At this point in time, the couple have the bid.
455.
455. 1,455,000. Strong bidding. I think video was confused as well. 1.455. 1.455. This auctions aren't entertaining. At 1.455. Ladies bid. 1,000. 1.456. 1.456. Just as well got time between the next auction, eh? At 1.456. Not really? At 1.456. 1.46. 1.46. 1,000. It's going to be the game of bang jab, bang jab. 1,461,000. 1,461,000 now. What do we say? We're running out of paper. And time. 1,461,000. The game of ones. Have a think.
1.468.
1.468. At 1,468,000. And one? Pass? You sure? You've come a long way. You can be a good fight. Well done. At 1,468,000. At 1,468,000, if no one else challenges the ladies over here, they will be the new proud owners of 21 Capricorn Avenue in Doncaster. Is what a fight it was. At 1,468,000, they were determined, and in a minute they're going to be triumphant. At 1,468,000, here we go. First call at 1,468,000. Second call at 1,468,000. Third and final call. Done. Finished. And silent at 1,468,000. The property is going. Congratulations. We are sold. Thank you very much. Congratulations to the new homeowners. Congratulations to the owner bidders. On behalf of RTN, go have a wonderful weekend. By the way, if you missed out today, 2 new properties you can see, 7 Wimbledon Court in Doncaster East and 36 Feathertop Avenue Lower Templestowe. Have a great day, guys and ladies.
Yes, we're going inside there. Sure.